Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the latest leaks and updates on the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. After spending a few hours with Samsung, or if you're on good terms, and getting some hands-on time with the new S25 Ultra, I walked away feeling, well, a bit underwhelmed. It seems like Samsung played it safe this year. By the way, if you're thinking about upgrading, I've already done a full comparison of the S25, S25 Plus, and S25 Ultra. So if you're unsure which one to go for, definitely check that out. But in this video, we're focusing solely on the successor to one of my all-time favorite flagships from 2024, the Galaxy S25 Ultra. And hey, if you enjoy this kind of content, a quick thumbs up and a subscribe would mean a lot. Design and display. Samsung has made a few external tweaks this time. The screen is slightly larger at 6.9 inches, up from 6.8, thanks to 15% slimmer, symmetrical bezels. But despite the bigger display, the overall size of the phone hasn't really changed. They've also rounded off the squared corners, no more sharp edges digging into your palm. And with a flatter frame, it looks and feels noticeably different from previous Galaxy Ultra models and even the old Note lineup. Oh, and it's also 15 grams lighter, now at 228G, making it a bit more comfortable to hold. But one thing I don't quite get? The thick camera lens bezels. Comparing it side by side with the S24 Ultra, last year's model might actually look better. Speaking of the camera, aside from a new ultra-wide lens, the hardware remains unchanged. So, why the chunky lens rings? Other refinements include rounded corners, a flatter frame, and fresh new colors. This year's lineup features titanium silver, blue, white, gray, and black. But Samsung's online exclusive colors sound even more exciting, like the Batman phone, a titanium jet black version. I definitely want that one. If you're curious, I'll leave a link in the description so you can check them out yourself. Durability and display tech. Samsung is also boasting tougher glass this time, claiming it's 29% more scratch-resistant than last year. However, water and dust resistance remains the same at IP68, so no IP69 rating here, meaning it won't survive high-pressure water jets. But unless you're taking it into a scorching shower or dunking it in a geyser in Iceland, you should be fine. The display itself hasn't changed much. It's still a gorgeous 120Hz AMOLED panel, now completely flat and 6.9 inches big. One of my favorite underrated features, the anti-reflective coating, is back. As far as I know, no other phone has this, not even the S25 or S25 Plus. It's exclusive to the Ultra. Samsung claims the coating is slightly improved this year, but in my hands-on experience, the difference was barely noticeable. Peak brightness still maxes out at 1,500 nits in high brightness mode and 2,600 nits in HDR. But here's a nerdy bit. Samsung ditched the LTPO 4.0 display tech and upgraded to a new HOP 3.0 panel. This should make the screen more efficient, more responsive for gaming, and better at adjusting brightness dynamically. Performance and AI features. Now let's talk power. All S25 models worldwide now run on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy, an overclocked chip designed for better AI and camera performance. Samsung claims 37% faster CPU, 30% better GPU, 40% more efficient NPU, uses 24% less power. The Ultra also has a 40% larger vapor chamber for better cooling, and for the first time, thermal interface material, TIM, to dissipate heat 8% faster. In my brief hands-on time, the S25 Ultra did feel snappier than the S24 Ultra, but that could also be due to One UI 7, which is currently in beta but launching soon. Either way, Samsung deserves credit for committing to 7 years of OS updates, setting a new benchmark for software support. Battery, charging, and S Pen changes. But here's where I have concerns. Some things just haven't changed. Battery is still 5,000 mAh. Charging is still capped at 45W. RAM is still stuck at 12 GB. Base storage remains at 256 GB, the same as the S20 Ultra from 5 years ago. And with the price staying at $1,299 in the US and £1,249 in the UK, it's still $100 more than the iPhone 16 Pro Max and £300 more than the OnePlus 13, which has the same RAM, storage, and chipset, but a 20% larger battery. And let's talk S Pen. While I don't use it all the time, I do like it for quick signatures and doodles. But Samsung removed Bluetooth support, meaning you can't use it as a remote shutter anymore. One of my favorite S Pen features. Apparently, Samsung didn't opt for a bigger battery due to shipping restrictions. Larger battery cells are harder and more expensive to transport, so this was likely a logistical decision rather than a design one. Camera upgrades and AI enhancements. Now, the Ultra is the only S25 model with a hardware camera upgrade. It now has a 50MP ultra-wide lens, doubling the resolution for ultra-wide and macro shots. It also supports 8K 30 frames per second video recording across all lenses. However, the main 200MP sensor, 10MP 3x telephoto, and 50MP 5x zoom remain unchanged. That said, software plays a huge role, and early tests show noticeable improvements over the S24 Ultra. Skin tones look more natural. Low-light video is less noisy. Zooming feels smoother. There's also a new Galaxy Log mode for pro videographers, allowing better dynamic range and color grading. These improvements come from Samsung's next-gen Pro Visual Engine and AI-powered image processing. And of course, Samsung packed in a ton of AI-driven features, including more personalized briefings, AI-powered screen analysis for suggested actions, enhanced circle-to-search, AI-powered YouTube notes for instant video summaries. Final thoughts. Overall, the S25 Ultra feels more like a refinement rather than a revolution. The big question is, can it still hold its own against fierce competition? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more tech updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.